Layer 1, yeah, you're welcome for this. I built a kingdom that we're living in, a brick by the brick. I raised it bit by the bit and made us hit by the hit. And you don't need to catch the phrase, cause you won't know who it is.
I'm bullet slaying like it's Cain and Abel. I'm on a change of fable. To do a table with Halo, some like a stage show. So much green on me might make a fat time. Bold action, fight, throw it back for the headshot.
Hi, ain't no princess to this fly. Got my toes up by my side. I provide in my kingdom, you reside. So out of my way, boys, my castle don't reach. I'll fight out the highway when they call me Pete.
Breathe fire when I'm rapping, claw my way to the top. I'm a top 10 villain, ain't no way that I'm not. And my crew is like the Cooper Troop, I came with a squad. Leave them all shell-shocked with the flames of a god.
I'm an echo fighter, but no one can echo this. Slow down from above and beat him up, make it look effortless. Lady, push him down, I wear the crown, these hands are treacherous. Actions set him back, oil so I'm just a better trick, yeah.
Always a say we've been over this. I swallow you out and I shit you out again. You tried your bit, but you know these eggs that I'm cooking gon' eat you for breakfast.
Car spinning, hard grinning, ready, set, go. I was always second, but a true heir to the throne. Pops and Kemi, bless the kid with some smoke. Got the hammer on my side, always ready to roll, yeah.
What you gonna do when the stars start shooting? Losing, moving through goons and bringing a bruising. Wielding a wand, ain't no magic trick. Cause I'll end you with the stars like an asterisk.
Get you a man, a duo, both eyeballs, the pharmaceutical. Only scrubs I tolerate a part of my uniform. Cause these hands are Hippocratic. Before you do my style's lacking, I sooner be accused of malpractice.
I dress to impress, better hide your mother. Banana in one hand, a peach in the other. Got my punch charge, I'm the one you're running from. Cause I'm DK, Donkey Kong.
Cannonball into a belly flop. It's me, the king, and you cannot stop my gremlin propeller back and got to gold. You see me in a crown, I'm K-Rool.
Choosing the winner, man, he gone and did it wrong. Cause you ain't the lucky monkey flipping Diddy Kong. Popping out a pellet from a peanut pop gun. Placing down the pill, you'll be slipping on, son.
Better get wise, gaze into my eyes, no surprise. Got eternities of life, skimming names of franchise. With arrows of light from goddesses I rise. With sages I survive, and magic I will thrive.
I'm the breath of the wild, they jockin' my style, they rockin' it. Ganon go die, I look in his eyes and knock him dead. Hit him with a master sword, chop him like a cutting board. Ain't nobody touching on my skills, what they trying
So
for?
what if I'm a youngin', I'm still bringing a firefight. I got you shook like you took a breath of the wild side. After I drop this bomb, I'll take y'all off the map. But unlike my boomerang, you ain't coming back.
Yeah, it's not fair when I bomb to dare. You'll hear the... When I slice the air, I press B-locks. If we box it, read options, 3-stock. I play my windscreen, it's tune lick when my theme's rocking.
Do you like my disguise? I know it's quite chic. Don't mess with my kicks, they'll come at you high speed. Your grand fear of needles will make it hard to fight me. My opponent's grounded, once on their knees, it's my feet.
Who wanna duel? Who can come against Hyrule's ruler? Dorf, don't let the pretty face fool ya. My moves are too smooth, nobody really likes yours. Those puny hits are never doing damage, you should try yours.
Armored up and I'm dressed for business, and I'm in my prime. Can I get a witness? I charge the shot, give it all I got. Hasn't even been a challenge with the foes of fought.
It's running through my veins, you see the neon blue venom. I got one mission, if you ain't X out, then tell them. The enemy's acting parasite, they steal my act, but ain't the worst. If you see me diseased on side, pandemic of the universe,
Stripped down and I'm ready for action. Ask anybody here, I could wipe out your faction with a quick blast stun gun. But I give him whiplash, messing with this damn gonna make you wanna quit
More in
snitch.
critical condition when I'm landing a hit. Scaring his kids, you villains ain't comparing to this. Impairing his vision, I'm grinning when I'm flaring his lid. Ain't fair but I'm winning, I'm sinning, get to tearing his lens, yeah.
Hammer on Kirby, you can't hurt me, nobody gonna deter me. Save the whole cast but they don't deserve me. Hopping a star and a swerving, if you stand before me, you screwed. I call that front smash. They gon' say I'm bottom tier like they ain't see my up.
Grab boy play? Nah, you about to get 3D. Sucked up and spit out, yeah, you wish that you could beat me. Cage match, hit them with hammers until they lay flat. Rockin' face mask, face to face, man, I slay smash.
Look, I got the score to settle now. See, they know about the night because I keep the metal round. Tell my foes to settle down, throw the cape but then I'm off. The night is always better, I stay daily in the brawl.
That's what the fox says. Got barrels rolling in my face like I am Jumpman. White kicks, white gloves like the hands of a master. Kill wolf still as I pass. Now I'm boxing with a faster blaster.
Young fly dude trying to get it on my own. Bet my lady tell you when it comes to cat, I'm a dog. Yell a bunch of Leons trying to fit in like chameleons. Hit that down spike, don't matter what field we on, yeah.
Man, I leave the pack till the packets come in of godly. Wild make a backup place, I was over cherry party. Say strapped up with the mess up, whooping man, yeah, the shorty box. And all they gotta censor it, I think we call it dog style.
I'm too electric, pound for pound, the dude's best in the game. Check the name, first pick, you choose second. The mascot, but everybody been on that. Got my party hat on, but I'm the best, no cap.
I'm legendary, you too, the emissary. Sent to fair against all these cuckoos who step to square me. You moves and your death is nearing. You lose when I catch you staring. You snooze a little too soon, get a new tomb in a cemetery.
Yeah, I know my aura make you dip low. A lot of blue around me, I ain't a crypto. Tell Mario I need a coin for crypto, or I'ma bring the pain, kick you out the window.
Ooh, you know I'll sing you all straight to the moon. I got a better voice than all of you.
Make way for the king of the jungle. Taking names when I win this rumble. Hit you with the cross chop off the top rope. Biggest, baddest cats, you had no hope.
He can fly if I catch him with his guard down. Sure he can, take him to the moon, put a star down. Ash stops, return to sender when I'm switching forms. Water whip, feel like jizz, we spinning liquid swords.
I'll take the crown, I don't need an Evo. Got you all froze up, looking like amiibos. I hit the dash, then I spike your ear. Yeah, you weepin', you a soul, leaving you in tears.
Yeah, let's flood the competition with the waterfall. Squirtle got a slick moves, make it slip and fall. Got my trainers back, hit you with the jab, a blast through the past. The water tight, but turn you to ash.
Vine whip, I got a chip on my shoulder. Line up, you get hit with a boulder. Beam on them Pokemon team, we complete. Bullet seed, raise a leaf, make a scene and delete them.
Hottest on the scene, I'ma win at all costs. If my flame ever goes out, that mean my life lost. Ash is #1, big bad, I'm a boss. I'm all over the world, call it seismic toss.
I'm on it, slapping the bass with my baddie. You know me from mother, but I'm your daddy. I spit that fire, just ask my friends, they call me Ness. Said I'm snaking you to the death.
See, I'm earthbound, but my head in the stars. My PSI could shoot a guy and send him to Mars. I keep a snake in my pocket, talk heavy, I cock it. If I up the thunder, blast off like a rocket.
Show your moves, I'll show you mine. Spike you off stage or break your spine.
Come on and get smashed.
Hear your bones crunch. Let's race to your face with my
Falcon Punch.
Two of us go by Popo and Nana. Twin hammers, make them sing Ariana. Don't mess with blue and pink, or you might die. Cause we always in sync.
So bye bye bye.
I leave them sleeping with the fishes when I dolphin smash. Counter anybody, it don't matter, they can all get trashed. S-tier dance with the blade of light, get them off the map. I'm known for critical hits, but you ain't getting no autograph.
Brody brandish a blade, point to the problem, I handle it. Aim flame with they brain, they cranium, turn the candle wick. Still on my side, B5, leaving you dancing. Try to count me out, I'll counter, don't count, I'm taking no chances.
Hit up Robin with squad members and lack of heart. Tactics spin airs of my will, call me Avatar. Chestmaster level planning, that's Elizabeth Harmon. Sights keen, that's been a sharp shooter like Harden, yeah.
The blue blazer suited up for any man's demeanor. Chopper on me, breezing through it, my command the ether. Take the path upon the radiant, 10 day features, and I can't keep us that we stop short like Derek Jeter.
I'm not a waitress, I don't need a tipper. Yeah, you don't know Jack, but I'll be your ripper. With this dancing blade, we can do the tango. Send you up to the cloud like you sponsored Mango.
Protagonist in action, he's max stats surpassing you. Your fate is in my hands if I make plans on attacking you. My birthright to spit this fire, that's what us dragons do. Flashing with the Astra, then I'm passing it out.
Lights here, so none of the competition even threats to me. I'ma make Lucina with your girl and she stand next to me. Fashion on my hip, we chopping falcons into feathers. See me running off the stage and take you with me causing ecstasy.
Only a silhouette, but I'm posing the biggest threat when I'm holding forward, holding the torture. No, you gotta hit the deck, scorched if you show me disrespect, I'll swap it up. I keep it depths and don't need you knocked up as could. Disconnect.
Angelic with the way I let it sing. Lord hath no fury like the type I'm about to bring. Blood douse in his fit, he get found in the ditch. The boy hail from the heavens, leave him down in the pit. I mean,
above average and these leave gone better. Crown savage, flaming hot, I'ma go better. Area, but not the one with the fishes. I'm warping to the competition, KO into submission, yeah.
Don't pit you, who's asking you? Take him on a trip and leave him in a black hole. Silver lining right in my bow. Go down that road, get sniped with arrows.
Steady walking dub, it's the man with a chop, known for the gas. They asking if I'm passing or not. This last race, you want a split, then we have to go box. Well, my number in the game, you know how you getting dropped.
yeah. Look, I'm snaking the profit and taking the comments of haters that are playing on console. I'm hardest taking a nap when big boss is nading the chopper. I'm filled in, ain't no liquid. Look, I'm keeping it solid.
You did them balling and rolling, it's not like you knew I'm a kind of the way you stuck like a wolf on my watcher. Then go that I'm flying and I don't need a bodyguard to throw you off on my stage. Hit you with supersonic style, took it and you walk cause you clowns. You and on my team, so now you gonna get jumped like a spring and then I bounce.
Big space man with a plan, gon' bust it. 5 in the band, but I just ain't trusted. So I pull out a man, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and another, and
I'll turn you to my down beat. What? When I spin your top, activate that spike. Wait a second, then you gon' get dropped. When that red dot on my head, boy, I'm ready to shoot you. What's some Super Smash Bros to a supercomputer?
Good morning, let's turn over a new leaf. Keep a little in appearance, but don't be deceived. No longer an advisor who will keep things on track, but a wolf in dog's clothing who's ready to attack.
I'm chopping trunks, yeah, they call me Cell. The game ain't over till they ring the bell. You'll never forget me and regret that you met me. I ruin your daily life, my name is Reset.
Life gave me lemons, I threw them back. Take your best shot, you gon' find I'm immune to that. Y'all must have forgot about your boy, it's my time at last. We all combine and blast with a final smash. Mac.
Lay you down like a yoga mat. I be owning smash. If you looking at my pockets, that's my only fat. We fit, nah, that's just me. Nah, I'm the queen. Please address me as your majesty.
Better hope you can block. I'm coming straight out the Bronx, and Doc taught me a lot, so I'll show them all what I got. So when I'm caught in a pinch, there's a lot that I win. Always think they got me down, but they cannot when I flinch.
Ding ding, got the stage looking like a cage fight, swinging on these mace types, keeping every game hype. Jab left, right, left, knocking at your daylights, put you on the mat, so scary, give you stage fright.
Slash. Really, I am a cut above. Do my sword dance, you losing after we cut a rug. Gas when I slash, I fight with a shuriken of light. Going night, it's a breeze, like my Gale strike.
Me with me, sword fighter, I'm swinging choppers, blow holes like fake tricks, smoke, they need a doctor. Eating rounds full course with 12 specials, and when it picks cabs, ain't the only lift you getting.
Power pellets, leave them feeling jealous. Drop them like my hydras, making splashes with no effort. Fuck with the pack, I got the dot so I'm running it back. I got the bell like a piece and I serve with a feast to do, but I'm leaving you flat.
Name Shokai, salt your mans, blow your plans up. Manned up, became a god thanks to Zanz up. Hands up, aim with a cap like Leonardo. Sharp to your gaffle, strapped with a Monado.
Bark, then you get the bite. I kick the can, then boom, I'm so dynamite. Took control of the game, now it's time that you get taught. You got caught by the wrath of my trick shot.
Faster than my Echo Fighter, smashing them to bits. Hadouken dealing damage, better uppercuts and kicks. I'm a master of my enemies, call me ultimate. I will burn it all around me, time to throw you off the edge. Pop in a token and hit you with the Hadouken. It's like a wave, but with the fame, I'm off the rail just like a locomotive. Focusing on my devotion, I was chosen, still a goat on the streets, you better believe.
You already know the name is Cloud, no Nimbus. Blaze so tall could probably play for the Pistons. Up smash, catch him in the air, now we ribbons. Finna call strap to anybody caught slipping.
Watch me strutting heels, giving you a climax. Baby, let's just take it slow, you never get your time back. When I waste it, hit you with the face kick. Shooting with my heels, I know you're gonna need a facelift.
X on my chest, yeah. You know that I'm the best. When I pull up with the Woomy and I hit you with the main ability is ninja, but I'm not with the leaf stealth mode. I'm 100, boy, I'm hitting in the ink.
Legacy bound, it's a family handoff, no standoff. I'm taking your sins to the grand cross. Better bail off when the bell monster bear arms. Take hail off of the rails, your casket nil.
Yo, they mask it well, I whip it well. It's light work, but I'm heavy on the Richter scale. And mission failed. Wow. You in my sight, you dead. He told me get it, I got it like Simon says.
Sparkle cleans everyday messes, and it won't clean out your piggy bank.
I'll kill you if you hurt my son.
Tearing up from the top, leave your face in the dirt, kiss my ass while you're there. I'm a compose the competition, so you'll see from the day I was planted, I was never one C.
On demons, I'm satin now, so for sure sit when the heat spray. I cleave lanes, with push back like Ellis release dates. Let them call me a joker, I get more to world each day. For Pete's sakes, I light them up or send how they see flames.
0 to death, put a friends through your ribs. If you live, you gon' tell your kids, heroes the best. Me and my slimes gon' ride and put you zeros to rest. Put a bag on your head so you can clear all your debts.
There's a bear in the booth, a fair with kazoo. We're instrumental, put it rare in the news. Comparing the tunes, there ain't nobody like me, I'm the rarest of dudes. So don't ever try to compare me to you.
I'm the king of Bogart and these co-stars when I feel it break. This swim harder than no one's talking my power wave. You determine there's something burning when my knuckle breaks. Give you praise of my triple guys that go to a higher place.
Restocked in that boy, still wanna run it back. Long range fighting ain't the problem with the whip attached. Pulling out the relics, so smashing anyone in the match. I shoot, I swing, I slash when a boy attack.
I'm direct with it, joke on how I switch it. Bare arms got bite like Shenron at the end of it. Don't blame the landed lag, how this ball got you gagged. Just dash, lay you on your back, grind and pound, call it for a smash.
You know I say on the block, anvil on your head, you'll get slayed if it drops. Flint and steel, I'm on fire, get back, because I came to dig with this diamond dick axe.
Blaze so big, if I swing and split your reality. Best in me, that's a fallacy, casually cause a casualty. I'm too fly, no angle, one wing angel. You gon' die if I break through clouds, meteors rain
See,
through.
just put you to shame, I'll show you up on my stage. My neutral special is lame, how about you come get a taste? Take a look at my blade, cut through with fire and flames. Oh, you can handle my blaze? Don't think that's really the case.
Call it reckless, I call it dependence. Force I lie, you know I'm not weak, not bending.
Cards on, now I'm dropping cliff bars on ya. I'm just trying to let go of the drama, Papa, that's you. So you're falling off like it's Sparta. Scar on my chest, now you're looking like Mufasa.
Yeah, I'ma pull up with my keyblade. Faraga, Bazaga, Thundaga, I got 3 ways. To pop 'em, it's like work to lock 'em off a D stage. The people been wanting me honest since release day.
It's kinda weak, you forgot to feature the Violet Meanie. It's not complete without Waluigi, they got it easy. Sakurai should get socked in the eye, but Sora getting selected over me had me left on the side, not competing.
So would you believe me if I told you that during those 15 minutes I did nothing? Like, for example, I forgot to go wake up the girls, so you are not, so there's nothing wrong with your stream. I just, or your video if you're watching this on YouTube right now, which I doubt there anybody is. There's nothing wrong. There's just Seven being stupid. Seven's having a bad day, alright? Shut up. Hi, Jumsy. How's your day been? Tell me about it. Hi, Mercer. How's your day been? Tell me about it. Something like that. That's part of it, yes. Ah, Mercer left. I see, I see. What the hell? Well, are you getting this small? What? It's getting it from Game Capture? Why? Oh, it's probably both running. Okay. Both of them are probably running VTubes. That's why. Alright. God, I have to go get water. I have to go get water, chat. Hold on, Seven Scuff. Seven Scuff, so Seven's gonna go get his water, so, I don't know, listen to, go listen to, versus Red Pokemon. This one.
With new McValue at McDonald's, you'll...
Holy crap, YouTube is breaking. Bye.
Walk into the hallowed halls with a team that I have balanced, echoing through mountain walls, calling out another challenge, through victory and defeat. Everything was just made plainer till my journey is complete. I won't be the greatest trainer, I ain't nothing to my name. When my journey had begun, now that I have won this game, now I am the champion, the very best, like no one ever was. That is my cause. So I go like those who came before me to make the journey. We've scrapped and we have bled, but my Pokemon, believe me, always good on the road ahead for the challenge that will lead me. Another step, let's go, come on. Though the journey leaves us rattled, I still have my Pokemon, I still have the need to battle. Walking to the hallowed halls with a team that I have balanced, echoing through mountain walls, calling out another challenge, through victory and defeat. Everything was just made plainer till my journey is complete.
Alright, I'm back. Water! Hi, loading. Oh, so, Jumsy, you had a question to ask earlier. Who is TrixyBlox? That's a very good question. And one we'll get into. Hello, loading. How's your day been? Tell me all about it. Hold on. I need to order food. I haven't had lunch. I'm hungry. I'm such a child. Yeah, so TrixyBlox is a Minecraft YouTuber who did a thing, who has created this YouTube series called the USW, the Ultimate Survival World. And I enjoyed it. I played it when it first came out. It was great. And now he's making a sequel. And so far, we've reacted to one of the videos, and unfortunately, the second video was like 5 months apart. But he was having a lot of problems behind the scenes, as I was following in his community posts on his channel. So I don't blame him for that. But we're gonna react to episode 2, which I've seen nothing of yet, because I've been woke up, like, been ignoring it, so I can react to it live. So let's get to that. Not this video. I can do the hallowed halls with a team that I have balanced, echoing through mountain walls, calling out another challenge. Stick to
Minecraft.
All right, got it. Oh. Thank you. I doubt anybody would be coming in here anyway. I mean, even if they do, they'll just... Yep, okay. Firefox games, there we go. Alright, and let's go!
Minecraft is boring.
Indeed.
Okay, that was a bit dramatic. It's far from boring. But I feel like we need something to reignite the fun of playing survival. So, I'm pushing my building skills further than ever before in the most challenging task a Minecraft builder could ever embark on. Transforming literally the entire game based on your crazy ideas. To create the ultimate survival world.
Yippee.
What have I got myself into? Together, we've already created a lot. From new structures to new game mechanics and... yeah, honestly, I got pretty carried away already. Every episode, I transform a new biome. And today, I'm revamping the Pale Garden.
Yay!
Now don't get me wrong, this update includes some insanely cool new features. But I couldn't help but want more. I'm thinking new builds and mechanics, a story for the creaking, an epic boss battle, and well, let's just get on with it, shall we?
You already spelled so much. Like, oh,
First,
man.
I cracked on with the landscape, which I made a speedy start with in World Painter, which allows me to paint terrain outside of Minecraft. I then hopped in game, added some more varied elevation, and even created some areas inspired by the Lord of the Rings Dead Marshes. The thought of stumbling through endless trees to escape a creaking, only to discover you need to cross a misty marshland to get away, is pretty terrifying stuff. So I've got some pretty eerie terrain sorted, but now it's time to paint. I'll need a simple block palette. Yeah, that'll do. And then I can type up a fancy command to apply a fractal noise pattern to the terrain. Perfect. This kind of blotchy pattern makes the ground look like it's more waterlogged in certain areas, just like a boggy marshland. Whack on some shaders with rain puddle effects, and I've created the ultimate bog. Simple, but effective.
Am I a joke to you?
No, a different kind of bog. I didn't mean...
Just get on with the trees, bro.
Since the creaking is literally a walking tree mob, which will
Evil
actually
Groot.
be transforming later, I
True.
thought it made sense to use it to inspire the trees. The creaking looks super gnarly and twisted, so the tree should match, right? Well, apparently, the Pale Garden trees are inspired by willow trees.
Are they? Yeah.
Maybe they aren't a perfect match, but this has given me some ideas on how I can improve them. And whilst building some new and improved trees, I got thinking about the story behind this place. I mean, what if the Pale Garden was once a dense forest biome, preserved in ash from a nearby volcanic eruption? Sounds pretty far-fetched, but I did literally plonk a custom volcanic biome right next door.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, hold up. When I said dense, I didn't mean that dense.
Jesus.
I think I've just made one giant cursed pale oak tree. I don't actually know if creaking could even spawn in here. Maybe it's a bit too dense. Okay, let's just tweak the settings a little bit, and maybe this is a little bit better. Yeah, that's more like it. Obviously, this is a less dense area, but I can definitely crank it up a notch here and there. So now I've got to do that, but maybe 100 more times across the entire biome so that I don't crash the server. Oh, wish me luck, guys. Anyway, with my mess undone, I gave it another shot. Thank the tree gods I could save these as blueprints and just edit the density of the brush I was using to plop these down. And I'd finally filled up the whole biome with trees. But why do I kind of hate it? Don't get me wrong, from the ground it looks pretty cool. But there's not much variation, and from up here it just looks so messy to me. And I don't know if it's just because it's 6 AM and I've been placing great trees all night long, or yeah, maybe it's that.
The luck is on today,
God.
Box GG is the ultimate collectibles
I don't
experience.
care about Box GG. I want to watch video.
Okay, so after a short nap, it was back to the drawing board. And I got thinking, sure, this is the Pale Garden, and it needs to have some pretty dense areas, but I could definitely create some creepy clearings with scorched trees and rotting stumps left in the wake of those volcanic eruptions I mentioned earlier. That'll also help to break up the landscape and hopefully scratch that irritating itch I've been feeling about this environment. Long story short, I pretty much scrapped the whole thing, smoothed out the terrain so it was a little more seamless, and then invested more time into each area. I even carved out a space for the boss battle we'll be working on later, surrounded by broken trees and rocks. I guess whatever boss lives here has some anger issues. And after taking this more varied approach to each area of the biome, things really came together. There was finally enough variation without losing the essence of the vanilla biome. You'll even spot some glow liching in the shrubs to add an ambient glow across the biome. And of course, the new eye blossoms, which specifically open at night. This place is already creeping me out, guys. But I finally feel like it's come together nicely. And I got thinking, the story about the volcanic ash gives me the perfect excuse to build a totally new structure. The Pale Mansion, which would be a twist on our old favourite, the Woodland Mansion. So how am I going to build this Pale Mansion structure? Well, I started with what any sane Minecraft builder would do,
we'll find out.
Hopped on a plane to freezing cold Germany in the middle of winter. As crazy as it sounds, I knew I had to make this trip. I needed some first-hand inspiration. It wasn't long before I stumbled across the most intimidating building I've ever seen.
It's
which also
giant.
happens to be one of the largest cathedrals in the world.
157 meters. Why is that the feet? 157 meters to feet, Siri. Goddamn.
Switched off the world height limit, got carried away with a Minecraft build, and lost all sense of scale. So after making myself feel incredibly small, we then drove across snowy Germany to find a castle that could inspire the Pale Mansion concept. And I've got to say, I think we succeeded. Hiking around the snowy mountains surrounding this epic castle was tough. But seeing this awesome structure from all angles really gave me some cool ideas for what I could build and how
it's the tallest structure in the world. Cologne, the cathedral.
Hiking around the snowy mountains surrounding this epic castle was tough. But seeing this awesome structure from all angles really gave me some cool ideas for what I could build and how it should feel for you guys in-game. Okay, I'm back. I've just about defrosted my fingers and I'm feeling inspired to build. But if I'm going to release this video for you guys anytime soon, I need to speed up a lot. So, let's crank things up a notch. I'm going to challenge myself to build this entire Pale Mansion in just 24 hours.
Little does he know that his wife is going to have computer
so it's about
problems.
4 PM right now, and to get started, I'm whipping up a plan of the structure in colourful wool. This way, I can clearly see all of the shapes and proportions of the buildings, but more importantly, when it comes to painting, I can select specific sections to apply my palettes to. Inspired by my adventures in Germany, I was able to speed through the planning in just a few hours.
They're trying to
and
make
there's going to be a ton of space for an epic interior. Okay, next I've got to detail and paint. And this is the part that always takes a surprisingly long time, especially for the first few sections because I'm always trying to find that perfect style for the build. But I locked in and stuck at it, adding as much variety across the build as I could. No, it was going so well. Okay, it's currently 12:25. My server's crashed on me, so we're going to take a quick snack break and hope it's back up and running by the time I get back. Luckily, things were back up and running again when I got back.
Writing is doing a lot better.
It's montage time. Guys, it's 10 a.m. but it's finally done.
Ah.
Okay, wait a minute. I do love how this looks, but you know what? We can do better. There's something missing, not just from the build, but from the story. And I've just had the coolest idea. It might be a bit ambitious for 24 hours, and I've only got 6 hours left, and I still need to do the interior. But let's see what I can do. So, what if a giant tree creature tried to save the woodland mansion during the eruptions, and now lies dormant beneath what is now the Pale Mansion? This is a crazy task I've given myself, so I'm going to try to work smart here. I've sculpted tons of organics over the years. There's got to be something I can use as a frame. Aha! Here it is. Meet my old buddy Poseidon, god of the seas and one of my coolest organic builds from my Underwater Kingdom project.
Great video.
I'm thinking I can use this big boy as a frame and... yeah, okay. This might be a problem. Despite being giant, this dude is still way too small. I guess I've got to make a new frame. I decided to just start with the head sculpt first, as that's the most important part, and will give me a good idea on how much of the body will be poking up from the terrain beneath. I'm really having to trust the process at this point, because this guy is looking wild. I've never really done a sculpt like this before, and I'm starting to wonder whether this is a good idea. And with only about 5 hours to go at this point, I've got to make this worth it. I think I've finally figured out why it looks so cursed. It's the nose. I think it would work if we were giving him a beard, but by itself it just looks really out of place. I am Groot. Okay, yeah, that's better. Still looking pretty mad with all the colours.
Oh my god, it's Voldemort.
Now I've just got to make a frame for the body
It's
so I can start
Voldemort.
adding branches on top, and then I can make all the final adjustments.
Oh wait, sorry. It's he
So,
who should
what's the
not
deal
should
with
not
this
be
giant tree
named.
guy anyway? Well, the biome used to be a forest, protected by tree folk known as Grove Guardians, which we'll learn more about later. When the Pale Garden fell into danger from the eruptions of the volcanic basalts, a giant Grove Guardian emerged from the depths of the forest, lifting the woodland mansion atop its head. The forest villagers took sanctuary in the Grove Guardian's chest, and then using its huge branch arms, the Guardian carved out a moat to help protect the inhabitants of the forest from the fires.
Bro, ads.
Fan of all things secondhand.
It's an anime
and
girl.
rare, especially from
Couldn't be
Japan?
me.
Then check out Makari Japan, the ultimate platform for secondhand Japanese goodies.
I could care about my daughters.
Speaking of arms, I thought I could try using my buddy Poseidon again for the hands. I don't really think the proportion quite matches up. Like, what is this? It's like a tiny baby hand. Thankfully, I should just be able to select this, double it in size, and voila. We've got a hand that's a bit more in proportion. So, with its perfectly in proportion hands, the giant Grove Guardian used up all of its strength to create a protective moat, sacrificing itself to save its forest friends, and now lies dormant. But inside its chest, its heart became a conduit for the power of the Kree King, who were taking the opportunity to corrupt the biome and the Guardians left within it. Unable to channel enough power to animate the giant Guardian's corpse, the Creaking Heart latched onto the nearest thing it could animate, bringing the Pale Mansion to life and corrupting the souls within it. Okay, yeah, I know I sound like I've officially lost it, literally bringing builds to life, but let me explain. This biome was originally designed to feel lifeless, right? Yet the creaking mob concept takes something static from the environment and does the opposite. It brings it to life as a mob. So what if I did the same with the Pale Mansion?
Yeah,
My
that
head
sounds
went
really
straight
cool.
to that movie Monster House, which certainly traumatized me as a kid. And having the structure actually be alive
Never
and
seen it.
interacting with you as a player would be an insanely fun and immersive experience. It will be like a giant creaking mansion. This place is looking absolutely insane, but I've only got 2 hours left. So it's time to head inside and get as much as I can finished for the interior.
Or you could just not
Now,
do
this
it all in
build is
24
insanely
hours.
complicated, so just dissecting it in a way that makes sense was challenging enough. It's going to be an even bigger challenge for you guys to find the Pale Dagger hidden in this place.
What?
And what's the Pale Dagger, you ask? Well, it just so happens to be the only object in the entirety
it's
of the
probably
Ultimate
like
Survivor world that can destroy the creaking heart that has brought the Pale Mansion to life.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's kind
but
of important.
it's probably one of those like
Anyway,
items
you guys
in
are already
the
seeing
Dark
way
Cathedral.
too much. All you need to know is that this is like one giant, lively escape room packed with surprises.
Can't wait to
From
play
moving
it.
doorways, hidden
Can't wait to
passages,
stream it.
interactive puzzles, and much more.
Much more.
And someone has to live in this place, right? I wasn't going to make your escape from the mansion that easy. The inhabitants of this Pale Mansion were also corrupted by the Creaking Heart, becoming pale shadows of their former selves, now known as the Pale Revenant,
right?
a brand new custom mob I decided to add to the map, taking the original Woodland Mansion's mobs and giving them a spooky
And chopping
makeover.
off their legs.
These ghostly figures wander the halls of the Pale Mansion, making your escape much more challenging. Okay, well, I'm exhausted, but it's pretty much finished. This was a lot to do in 24 hours. I didn't quite get the interior completely done, but I can whip up the rest of that with the help of a
Looks
few
like a
friends off
mixture
camera
of
to keep it
Groots.
a surprise for you guys when you play for yourselves.
It looks like a
This has
mixture
gotta
of
be one the
Groots.
coolest editions so far. Not
It looks like a mixture of Groots and Voldemort. it just it doesn't even look like Groot. It just looks like Voldemort. I don't know why it looks like Voldemort. I'm not even a Harry Potter fan.
not just aesthetically, but
It's definitely a
functionally
nose.
too.
Or lack of it. It's definitely a nose, or lack of it. I'm repeating myself. Don't
I gotta
care.
admit, the more I'm adding to this biome, the more I feel like I'm being watched.
You don't say.
Okay, so, remember those forest villagers who took sanctuary in the Guardian's chest during all that chaos?
No.
Well, it's time to restore their village, but with a spooky twist. The giant Grove Guardian tried to protect the forest village from harm, extending its roots under the biome and pushing them up through the ground when they reached the village. These giant roots, despite the Grove Guardian's intentions, caused more harm than good, leaving the village in tatters and displacing huge chunks of the earth around it. The villagers, however, were still grateful for their guardian's sacrifice, and upon return to their homes, they decided to honour this sacrifice by rebuilding their village around the guardian's roots, so that they could remain close to the protector for generations to come. So with this spooky site being a big part of the Pale Villagers' culture, I got to work plotting out their new homes. I really wanted to make this place feel full of character, with tall rooftops and stacked buildings, especially since it's built amongst such unusual landscape. So I took a deep dive into inspirations from Eastern Europe, from the awesome wooden structures of Romania's Maramureș region, to some really unique buildings in Bosnia, Moldova, and many more. Apparently this church in Romania was built to thank God for protection during the plague of 1710, so it actually lines up perfectly with the lore of our Pale Villagers, honouring the Grove Guardian's sacrifice with this Pale Village. And as you can see, I've plotted out a bunch of buildings amongst the Guardian's roots. We have a ton to work with here, so let's get started with the Pale Village profession buildings. First
That's
up,
more than
the
what
temple.
loading generally
Now I
gets.
really love this build style, and I think it really suits this eerie colour palette. It's all pretty
Birch
grey since we're in the
wood.
Pale Garden, but I added beams,
Bell.
supports, window frames, and other details with some mud and spruce thrown in to break things up and add a little warmth. If only this was all as quick and easy as it looks in these time lapses.
Looks
And on
awesome.
the inside, I focused on more Slavic influences, as I really
Slavic.
wanted to have some fun with Minecraft's paintings. This may look like a church, and whilst it has some church influences just like Minecraft's original temple, these villagers have their own religion. And you guessed it, they worship their very own nature deities. Their Grove Guardian buddy did do them a solid after all. You'll spot a bunch of details in here, from confessionals to an epic organ I made using
Right, so he was like tree deities, but like the entire build is made out of wood. Like almost the entire build is made out of wood. It's a church that died.
banner patterns. I also thought, since this biome isn't exactly thriving with the creaking causing havoc, it would make sense for the villagers to import some of their goods from other biomes. So I decided to build them a general store, where they can stock up on imported supplies as well as goods made within the village. Inside you'll find just about anything and everything, with lots of food and general goods on level 1, equipment and storage on level 2, And then on level 3, I thought it'd be nice to have a little community centre, where the villagers can convene to discuss important Pale Garden matters. Anyway, you guys have already seen enough interiors for now. You'll have to discover the rest for yourselves when you download the world.
Oh, I'm going to steal all their loot. Another ad. What's going on today?
Keeping an eye on the lay of the land, which seems to be changing all the time with all these tree folk moving things about. This is the home of the Pale Village's cartographer. Obviously, I whacked this one at the highest point in the village, creating this cool, elongated building that gets a nice 360 view of the biome. I whipped up a giant spyglass for the upper section, and I thought it'd be cool to add some flags so the cartographer can keep an eye on the wind, since the biome often gets ash blown across from the volcanic basalts next door. So the villagers have to be ready as the biome often gets ash blown across.
You feel a strange sensation in your lungs as if the earth is thick with something. You think to yourself, perhaps I should visit the village when it's safe. Dang.
Across from the volcanic basalts next door. So the villagers have to be ready for that. Last but not least, I built this little globe statue outside, just so everyone knows where to find the cartographer. Next, the lumberjack. Now I know it seems a little odd to have a lumberjack in a village full of tree worshippers. Hear me out. With the creaking overrunning the biome, felling the trees is actually a very important job. Without keeping things under control, the whole biome will become too dense and dangerous, and the creaking will eliminate all other life in the Pale Garden. This place also has an important purpose in your survival playthrough too. You guys told me how annoying it was to chop down custom trees, ending up with a bunch of unwanted materials in your inventory. So our new lumberjack friend has a solution. Visiting the lumberjack villager and completing his requests will unlock the tree feller enchantment, which will allow you to chop entire trees in one, or maybe a few, fell swoops, without cluttering your inventory with random blocks. Looks like our lumberjack friend needs to chop back some of these roots before they take over their backyard. Speeding onto the last couple of professions, I whacked out this unique design for the mason, who's got a serious production line going on with both the power of wind and water. I wonder what all this power is being used for. Finally, the Fletcher. Working in tandem with the lumberjack, the Fletcher creates arrows from all the wood collected, keeping the pale oak trees under control. And what Fletcher is complete without a shooting range? This one even has distance markers. How fancy.
Dang.
Okay, wow. This place is really coming along, but the burnout is hitting me big time now, especially with all the technical issues behind the scenes. So maybe I could use a hand detailing the rest of these buildings I've plotted out.
Alright, sorry YouTube, I'll cut this out for you guys, but I gotta go get some lunch. My food has arrived, I'll be right back. Bye. Alright, got my food. I got my food. Put my wire over here. Take this. Put this over here. Take Minsky, the Puccio Amiibo. Put this over here. Pick up the food. Open this up. Can't believe Jumsy's the only one that's here today, but I appreciate him. This Jumsy is awesome. God, I love my viewers. Got Subway. Eats fresh. Alright, and 1, 2, 3. Hey guys. Went to get lunch. I'm back. So let's replay the video.
Luckily, I knew just the guy. My good friend Brune, who just so happens to be an expert at gnarly trees, to help finish up the village. So the villagers rebuilt their village around the roots of the Grove Guardian to stay close to their protector. But the Creaking, of course, has other plans. That big old creaking heart in the Grove Guardian's chest is said to be getting stronger, and the roots of the Dormant Guardian are beginning to sprawl out across the village, with its tendrils slowly clutching at all these buildings. I guess you guys better defeat the mansion pretty quick, otherwise there might not be a village left. But for now, the village is going strong, thanks to Brew. Wow, this place is looking absolutely awesome. Now, just to add a few finishing touches.
I mean, that's like extremely hard to do, but like, that's modding.
Exclusively on ESPN Plus, UFC 314, a stacked card, live from Miami. ESPN Plus subscribers can stream UFC 314 for only $79.99.
Don't care, DNS plus ratio.
One last thing. In an attempt to
What
keep
the hell is
village
that?
lit up and protected from the creatures lurking in the shadows, the Pale Villagers enchanted a giant eye blossom to light up their home. The blossom seeds have spread, blooming across the village, but wait, no! Who stole the eye blossom?
Uh-oh.
In all seriousness, you guys are going to need to get this back when you explore the world yourselves. This quest won't be easy though. The eye blossom has been well hidden, and can only be retrieved during the Pale Garden's special biome event. You may remember the biome clock inspired by the Hunger Games in the island archives.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
Every
great.
biome on this island has an environmental event on a
Yeah,
specific
show us that.
And the Pale Gardens is the Ashen Fog, a thick, ashy mist blowing across from the volcanic basalts, which renders the air unbreathable. To retrieve the giant eye blossom, you'll have to explore the village when it's safe and obtain the gas mask recipe. Once crafted and equipped, you'll be obtain the gas mask recipe. Once crafted and equipped, to explore the village when it's safe and obtain the gas mask recipe. Once crafted and equipped.
That's actually really cool.
Quit.
My
Or the village when it's
let me
safe
see
and
it.
obtain the gas mask recipe. Once crafted and equipped.
Okay, so it's leather, two leather on the sides, freaking.
To explore the village when it's safe and obtain the gas mask recipe. Once crafted
and then coppered there, but it's actually not that hard to make. It's pretty cool. What is that in his inventory right there, though? This thing here. Oh, it's the Big Apple. Right. In the first video, Big Apple is a really good food source you can get from the trees. Yeah. But can it be coal or does it have to be charcoal? That's the real question.
And equipped. You'll be able to safely return during the Ashen Fog, retrieve the giant eye blossom, and restore the village's light source. Let me know in the comments your ideas for future quests in the other biomes. Dude, you've been following me this entire video. Can I help you? Do you really think I'm doing all this in survival? Stop trying to hit me. Wait, actually, you've just reminded me. It's finally time for your transformation. I guess that explains you following me around. So as you guys know, long ago the Pale Garden was a very different biome, known by Minecrafters as the Forest. The biome was full of life, thriving with magical creatures, and protected by wandering tree folk known as the Grove Guardians. When the neighbouring biome erupted with volcanoes, the forest was set ablaze and covered in ash, and almost...
You know what's funny? He has to create all this just for this background. This is just for this one scene, probably. But, he had to create like all these trees and all this entire situation.
all life in the biome.
So I want to know how long this took.
was wiped out. The Grove Guardians, lost without the life of the forest to protect, became hollow shells of their former selves, and the biome's eerie silence is said to have driven them to madness. Now known as the Creaking, they wander in the shadows, sneaking up on unsuspecting victims to capture their souls. The orange glow behind their eyes are embers of the fires that blaze throughout their home, and many believe that destroying a Creaking's heart will set free the spirit of the Grove Guardian trapped within it. I'm not gonna lie guys, I didn't realise the Creaking was so misunderstood. I kinda feel bad now. But you'll have an opportunity to vanquish the Creaking and free the Grove Guardian spirits when you play the map for yourselves. No spoilers, but get ready for a quest. And on the topic of quests, you may remember that once you complete all the quests in a biome, you'll unlock the biome boss and get one step closer to unlocking the stronghold gateway back at the island. Unlock the biome boss and get one step closer.
That's the heavy core. That's hilarious. The explosives are heavy cores.
Unlocking the stronghold gateway back at the island archives. It's a whole process, but you'll get the hang of it.
I
Brings
think it was
us to our
TNT
final
then in the
and
first
arguably
video.
most important area of our Pale Garden biome, and the very first boss battle zone of our ultimate survival world, the Pale Glade. I thought it would be really cool for this place to feel like a battleground for the biomes. The original forest biome that was thriving before the eruptions versus the Pale Garden, an eerie mirror image of the forest, corrupted by the creaking. This archway represents the elements fighting against each other, with flashes of green representing the forest fighting back, and the twisted tendrils of pale oak and glowing orange of the creaking heart representing the corruption of the Pale Garden. And, engraved in the floor of the battle zone is an eye, representing the ever-watchful eye of the creaking, always
The
lurking
Eye of
in the
Agamotto.
shadows. Now this is an awesome spot for a battle, but what exactly are you guys going to be battling here?
What if is a symptom that torments individuals with OCD?
OCD, we're gonna fight OCD.
Okay guys, the Pale Glade battleground is built, but what are we actually going to do for the boss?
Well, it's got to be a giant creaking, right? I feel like everyone will be shouting through their screens at us if we don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, it ties in perfectly with the story, and who doesn't want to fight a giant tree monster?
Jeez, whoa, look at that. Why did he just... Why did he just look like he had an accident?
it's his weak point.
Jeez, look at this dude. He's massive.
Look at his butt cheeks. He's like an amplified version of the original creaking.
Yeah. Oh, see ya.
Where did you go? So with the base concept being an obvious choice, we had to think about attacks and functionality.
Ooh, how about a root attack? We can have the boss like reach into the floor, grow these long roots underground, and they can sprout up around the player.
Mercer!
That might be a little ambitious, Steph. I don't even know.
Hi, Mercer, how's your day, man? Tell me how bad.
What? Like this?
Whoa, whoa! What's happened? I'm trapped! I've got to do
I
skill
would
checks.
explain
Get
it
out
to
of here.
you, but I'm
free!
kind of doing
Okay,
a
I'm not gonna
reaction
spoil
YouTube
everything.
video
You guys
right
will have to
now,
learn for
and
yourselves how to deal with this big boy. But we did come up with a cool
I'll have to
idea for
explain
health
it to 'em.
regeneration.
So, I thought to regenerate health, the boss could spawn these creaking heart totems, which gradually replenish its health bar until they're destroyed.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I like the idea of that. It sounds great. Right, well, there's a
Sounds
ton
like
more
a
to
pain
add
in the
it.
butt to
It's time
fight.
work your magic to finalize this bad boy. Obviously,
long as
most
they
of this has got
balance
to
the
stay
healing,
top
right?
secrets that he's a worthy opponent when you play the world for yourselves. I'll give you two some privacy.
Okay.
So with the final boss mechanics securely in Goddess hands, this is how our Pale Garden has turned out.
Yeah, it's pretty much the end of the video anyway.
That was quite a journey. We literally traveled to a different country, took on a 24-hour build challenge, created an entirely custom
I am
structure,
Groot.
new mobs, an entire boss battle, and a ton more. We have so many biomes left to transform, so don't forget an entire boss.
That does 4 hearts of damage plus the fall damage, which is probably roughly about a heart. Maybe half a heart. It sends you up decent ways, so maybe like a full heart. So that does like 5 hearts of damage without armor on. It's actually not that bad.
Battle and a ton more. We have so many biomes left to transform, so don't forget to subscribe to
Could
keep
be
up
worse.
to date with the project, and let me know your ideas for the next one in the comments.
All right. Thank y'all for watching. Go.
Yeah, we got the statues. Yeah, pulling up now.
Thank y'all for watching. Go check out TrixyBlox' channel over on YouTube, along with his wife Stephblox. Hope you have a nice fun day. Can't wait for this to release so we can stream it and play it. But see you guys all around. Bye. All right, now moving on to what we're doing. The next thing we're doing today. We're gonna let's see here. It should have downloaded by now. I was doing a YouTube outro. Don't leave chats. We're not done yet. Not stopping streaming. Okay, it's done downloading. Time to play an old favorite. Hippopoto monstroso. Crap, I don't remember how to spell it. Monstrose Esquipedelia phobia. I'm just gonna copy and paste this. That sounds easier. IS IX